everybody! We're just gonna like stick to that for now. Anyway, today we are joined by my lovely cat Daisy because she wants to be around me all the time and won't shut up if I don't let her into wherever I am, including the bathroom, like a creepy person. What? Need attention? So, the time has finally come. In 2 days, Young Justice Season 3 is going to be released. Now, back in the end of 2016, I believe, it was announced. We all rejoiced after having a sad heart attack back in
2013.
But anyway, yes. So there will be no spoilers right now, because the wikis started posting spoilers according to Greg, but you know, whatever. What I want to talk about right now is Goodbye, where it's going to be. So it's not going to be on Cartoon Network, it's going to be on DC's own streaming service, which is DC Universe, which is great because they can do like more things that they wouldn't be allowed to do on a children's network. They can get into darker topics, say different things, hopefully swear, and so that's all like fine and dandy. But the thing is, a couple of companies have started to come out with their own streaming services, which is kind of just changing the market of how we watch things. Like, it used to be that things would be on demand, where you could pay for very specific shows or episodes of them when they weren't broadcasting. And then we had things like Netflix, where you would have a ton of different stuff, and then eventually very specific stuff like Orange is the New Black would be on Netflix. And then Hulu did that sort of thing. Daisy, I swear to God, Daisy's licking the bags that we just came home from Micro Center with. And then we have HBO doing their specific stuff, and Amazon Prime having all of these different things. And there's some overlap, but there's some like really not overlap, especially about like originals. And it's like, you know, if you like certain stuff, like if you like sports, you'll get ESPN streaming service. You know, if you like watching movies occasionally and Orange is the New Black, then you'll just get Netflix and you'll be fine. But now that like separate companies are starting to take all of their stuff off of any other platform and put them onto their own streaming service, I'm very concerned, but also curious with how this is going to change how we watch everything. So there are some niche things where there's like Crunchyroll has specific anime, Funimation has their own kind of companies stuff, but now DC and especially Disney, the leader of the world, have been getting to take their things off of these other streaming services and are going to put their things and any new things that they come out with, like their special like Titans and Young Justice and stuff, onto their own streaming service. So that's where we have a thought problem economically. Minimum and working wages haven't been keeping up with like the cost of living, and you can look at a million different graphs and read a bunch of different articles about that. I'm not an economist. I don't remember much of anything from my economics class, but one thing that has been noticed is that millennials aren't paying for cable and stuff. They will go the cheaper route and get Netflix or Hulu, and they'll have that, and then they'll have like some other stuff on YouTube and watch those things, and maybe watch a YouTube Red series or something. I don't know, I don't have YouTube Red, I don't know. And so that was like a good millennial mindset. You could get what you want when you want it a lot cheaper, because, you know, food's a thing, entertainment is secondary. But now that a lot of places are starting to branch out, and a lot of places have their own you can only watch it here because we're the ones that made it thing, people are going to have to choose what they want to see and what they can afford. Now, some of these streaming services are like a hell of a lot more expensive than others. Like Netflix is like $8 or something. Others are around like $40. But since streaming is the most popular way for millennials and Gen Z to be intaking any media, including music, will that be enough to kind of have them go all these different ways. Like, I mean, I know I'm probably not going to get Disney Plus because I just don't watch Disney a lot of the time. I don't watch anything a lot of the time. I spend most of my time on Tumblr and YouTube and like all that stuff. And the only reason that I'm going to be getting DC Plus is specifically for Young Justice. I haven't watched an actual series besides rewatching some old Deep Space Nine in like, well since Injustice was cancelled. But since we're seeing this trend where a lot more people are just doing their own thing and trying to get that extra money through kind of, not pandering, but like knowing your audience and then being able to do more because you're the owner of the company. You don't have to have your show on this network that has restrictions. You get to have your own sort of dealio. I'm very curious who's going to be next to do it. Like, I think the things that are definitely going to stay are going to be like news and PBS because that's the whole like fucking point of them. But definitely other like more nerdy stuff will start to be on streaming services, definitely. More anime, like more cartoons or like dramas will be more stream specific, you know. NCIS in Milwaukee will now only be on the NCIS channel or whatever. So that's just like a little finger for you. I mean, I won't be getting any of these streaming services except for maybe Netflix when I move out, just because this is like not what I do. I watch Game Grumps and Jenna Marbles over and over the entire day when I'm not working. So Young Justice is literally the only reason I'm getting DC the universe. But yeah, what are your thoughts about having to pay for Young Justice separately from your Netflix or Hulu that you already have? And how do you feel about Disney taking their stuff off of everything and you can only watch it there? Tell me in the comments below, and if you're an economist, like tell me what you think is going to be like happening. But yeah, I'm looking very forward to Friday. It's been years of my soul. But yeah, if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about or like do, or if you want me to talk about stuff as it comes out, let me know. If you don't want me to talk about it as it comes out, then like let me know that. I'll obviously say spoilers if I'm talking about something like in episode 1, spoilers sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm looking really forward to this. Thank you guys for watching. This is all I've got for you guys today, and we'll see you guys next time.